Hello everyone, this is Yoko. On this channel, I will be disseminating information that I have collected in English, as I feel that the information that is happening in China is often not accurately conveyed to countries other than China. We obtain information from multiple media sources, so we would be happy if you could give us your opinions on the content of the video in the comments. Also, my native language is not English, so I use an AI speaker to create audio to convey information correctly. If you like it, please subscribe to the channel and support us. This time, I will talk about the fact that you should not walk on manholes in China. One article was concerned about whether it would be okay to use bamboo instead of rebar in China. When paving roads with concrete, there is a framework inside the concrete. Usually, reinforcing steel is used for the framework, but bamboo is said to be used in many cases in China. The article states that in terms of strength, bamboo is roughly the same as rebar. In short, bamboo is okay. However, there seems to be a problem. Bamboo cannot be used in place of reinforcing bars when constructing buildings because the strength of bamboo is not uniform. The article says that if you use bamboo, you won't be able to get the strength you calculated. This is a story that even an amateur can understand. By the way, there are many cases where bamboo is used in buildings. Some buildings seem to use both bamboo and reinforcing steel. Even an amateur can tell that this method is incorrect. They say that if a bamboo framework is placed inside the concrete, the bamboo will deteriorate over time and become extremely brittle. No matter how you look at it, I don't think it can maintain the same strength as a metal frame, but it is often used in China. In the case of roads, I don't think that using bamboo will lead to any major accidents. If you are building a bridge or using bamboo near a cliff, a serious accident may occur, but if you use it to pave concrete, it may not be such a big problem. In some regions, it seems common to use bamboo when paving with concrete. However, if you pave with bamboo, the paved area will turn to gravel and sand in about 2 years, so if you have to repave it again, it cannot be said that it will be cheaper from a cost standpoint. What's scary is that bamboo is also used in building buildings. This is especially true for buildings in rural areas. It might be okay if it's a one-story house, but these days even in rural areas, there are 2- and 3-story houses, so I'm worried. If a building is built with insufficient strength, it could cost people's lives if something goes wrong, so the government really needs to regulate it. Let's go back to this title. There was an article about a manhole cover made of concrete collapsing. That alone is a problem, but the framework of the concrete lid was made of bamboo. This is a story in Fujian province. Information has spread that manhole covers in major cities are actually dangerous. Naturally, I was shocked to learn that similar lids were probably used in other places as well. Manholes are important public infrastructure. There are various structures underground, so it's important to block them off to prevent people and cars from falling into them. And when floods occur, which has recently become more widespread in China, a terrible tragedy can occur if the manhole covers are not in good condition. For example, if the lid comes off and water rushes into the manhole, there is a danger that people will be sucked into it. And in the case of China, not even the bodies were found. Therefore, for example, in developed countries such as Japan, manhole covers are well managed. It is now impossible to open the lid by mischief. You never know what will happen in a country that is not managed. This incident occurred in a large city and economically developed region of China. If you go to a rural area, you won't know what kind of materials are used. From a Japanese perspective, I have never been told that it is dangerous to step on a manhole. In the first place, they don't even feel like they have to be careful, so it's even more dangerous. Whether it's a manhole cover or a building wall, you can't tell what's inside the structure just by looking at it from the outside. In China, things that seem safe at first glance are actually potentially dangerous. That's all for now. See you next time.